on, guys? I'm Carson Becker, aka IT Wizard. I'm just here today to tell y'all a little bit about me and how I became a part of Whiskey Morning Coffee. I went to school with all these goons, grew up with them, and went on to be a hunting and fly fishing guide up north. And recently, about I'd say 6 months ago, Evan called me and was like, "Hey man, you've been doing the pro staff thing for us, and we just need someone who can do content and all the videography and photography for us, and we'd love for you to do that." And I was so excited to hear that because I couldn't think of anything better than working with hometown friends that I grew up with my whole life. And it went perfectly with guiding, which I never want to stop doing. And so now I'm here on my time off doing Whiskey Morning Coffee, and I go up and do the hunting and fly fishing and do this once I get off work. What made me the man I am today would definitely have to be my parents, grandparents, and kind of some of the things that I went through as a younger kid. When I was growing up, I wouldn't say I was a troublemaker because I never was. Always got along with everyone, but I got into a little trouble, as in I love going out on the weekends and partying. And that ended up hurting me. Got kicked out of school my senior year. And my parents sat me down and they're like, "Look, Carson, you keep making these mistakes and getting in trouble for them, and we're not going to do anything because you're getting in enough trouble, but you need to realize you're becoming an adult, and if you keep doing this, some bad things will happen to you. It's not going to be a little slap on the wrist anymore." And they're like, "So we'll send you to college, but if you think you're going to keep doing what you're doing and flunk out, then don't do that. Go do something you love." And it worked out perfect because the only time I wasn't getting in trouble was when I was hunting and fishing, and I did that all the time. Not enough though, apparently. And so I was like, "Well, I want to be a hunting and fly fishing guy. Let me try to go up north and do that." And they're like, "Definitely, go do that." So I went up there and worked my ass off, man. I was up there and I was a housekeeper at a hotel for the first 2 years because I really couldn't get enough trips guiding because no one knew me. I had to make a name for myself. Parents kept calling me, and they're like, "How's it doing?" And I lied to them and be like, "Man, it's going great, doing great," because I knew if I told them it was going bad, they'd be like, "If you're not making no money, you better get your ass home." And I didn't want that to happen because I wanted to succeed as a guide because that's what I really wanted to do. And had my back against the wall, but man, I kept fighting and got the right connections, thank God, and made it happen. The other thing that helped me out were my parents. Just watching them when I grew up, and watching my granddad when I was growing up too. I mean, granddad, ever since I was 5 years old, would have me, or I'd say probably 7, would have me out on the tractor working every day, driving the tractor while he was throwing the hay on the trailer and stacking it until I got to where I was old enough to pick up the hay, and then he's the one on the tractor now while I'm stacking it. And he just always had me working on the ranch. And my dad, I watched him work his ass off his whole life so my mom could be a stay-at-home mom for me and my brother and take care of us, and she did an amazing job at that. I can't thank her enough and love her so much for all she did for us growing up. And my dad, I mean, he just works every day, and he drives 2 hours to work and 2 hours home just so my mom can live right by her parents and take care of them while they get old. I know Whiskey Morning Coffee will be successful because, I mean, we're just hard-headed on when we want something, we're gonna make it happen. Just an example, when we were younger, me and old Sledge and a couple of us, we sent an idea into CMT because we heard they were looking for a new TV show idea. And they actually emailed us back and were like, "Man, we like your idea." And all our idea was, "Hey, take a bunch of country boys who party and put them in like New York City and let them party." And so they emailed us back. They're like, "Yeah, we love the idea. Send us a demo video." And we were around the fire drinking one night, and we're like, "We got to come up with a demo video." And let me tell you something, we did. We're so hard-headed. We go above and beyond. Sometimes it hurts us how far we go above and beyond, but I went into the barn and welded us up a brand about yay big and that said CMT, and we branded all of our asses with CMT and sent that in. Needless to say, we never got a response, and now that we're older, we kind of know why. But I just know from that, I mean, we'll do anything to make something happen. We don't care what it is, and we have fun when we do it, man. But I also know, like the CMT thing, some of our ideas aren't great. I have a butt with a brand on it to prove it to you. So we want to hear all y'all's feedback, what y'all can come up with maybe that y'all think we could do better. And we just can't wait to do that for y'all, because we want to make y'all, the viewer, happy and give y'all what y'all want. My vision for the content is to keep it as personal and authentic as we can, because as soon as we get fake, we lose it with you as the consumer and the viewer. And we don't want that. I want everything to be real, not Hollywooded, and that's what I'm going to give you. You're never going to see fake, you're going to see us as who we really are, because right now this is what we really are. We're just all average dudes who love coffee, and we want to try to make something out of it.